Hello students, welcome back to my videos. The topic of today's video is movement along the demand curve, that is change in quantity demanded. Students, if you have seen my previous video, you know what is demand and what is the law of demand. Okay? So demand is all about the change in price and change in quantity demanded. The effect of change in price on the quantity demanded. Okay, how? We all know if the price rises, the quantity demanded will fall. If the price falls, the quantity demanded will rise. We will understand this with the help of a diagram. Here you can see at price P, the quantity demanded is Q. When the price is P, the quantity demanded is Q. If we join these 2 points here, this becomes our demand curve, which is DD. This is the demand curve. So, at a certain price, the quantity is this. If the price rises from P to P1, the price goes up from P to P1. What will happen to the quantity? The quantity will fall. The demand, there is a movement along the demand curve. It is the contraction, the upward movement of the point. First the point was here A, now the point becomes B. This is the upward movement from A to B. The quantity demanded falls, okay, here. The quantity demanded falls from OQ to OQ1. First the quantity demanded was OQ. At price OP, the quantity was OQ. When the price becomes OP1, the quantity demanded becomes OQ1. So, the quantity demanded falls from OQ to OQ1. It falls. So, this is called the contraction. Contraction, which is a movement along the demand curve, the upward movement. When the price falls, the quantity demanded increases from Q to Q2 and this point again shifts from A to C. So it is the movement downward from A to C. This is called the expansion in demand. This is expansion in demand. Why? Because the quantity demanded increases. Price falls, it is expansion of demand. Why? Because the quantity increases. And if the price rises, there is a contraction in demand. And these both are called the movement along the demand curve. So let us summarize. Movement along the demand curve, it is a change in quantity demanded which occurs due to change in price, which leads to movement along the demand curve. There are 2 types of movement, upward and downward movement. Upward movement is contraction. It happens when price increases and it happens when price decreases. I hope this part is clear now. So now shift in the demand curve. So this is our given demand curve. At a particular price, a particular quantity is demanded. So we saw movement along the demand curve took place due to the change in price. Now how will the shift in demand curve take place? When other factors change except price. There are so many factors like income of the consumer, price of related goods, change in taste and preference, and many more. When there is a change in all the other factors except price, price remains constant here. So at all the levels the price will remain the same, only the quantity will increase or decrease. So let us see how. For consider income. At a certain price, if your income increases, what will happen? You will buy more. At a given price, if the income increases, you will buy more. You will buy Q1 of the commodity. Okay, this much quantity will increase. So you will get a new demand curve here. This is D1. So what happens? If the price is constant and income changes, there is a shift in the demand curve. Okay, the demand curve shifts from left to right. This is increase in demand. This is increase in demand. If your income increases, what will happen? The demand curve will shift to the right and it will lead to increase in demand. Now we will see decrease in demand. Now say the income falls. अगर आपका income कम गया है तो at a certain price you will buy less of a quantity. अगर आपके पास पैसे कम है तो आप कम buy करोगे. So the demand curve will, this is D2, the demand curve will shift to the left. This is decrease in demand. This is decrease in demand. Why does this occur? This occurs due to a fall in your income. Fall in change in any factor other than the price. So the demand curve can shift to the left or can shift to the right. Why? Because the change in other factors other than except the price. Is it clear, students? Is it clear? Shift in the demand curve is the change in demand due to change in other factors except the price, which leads to shift in demand curve. The demand curve can shift to the right or can shift to the left. Okay? There is an increase and decrease, that is a rightward shift and a leftward shift. I hope this is clear.